Hey, the Mad Hermit here, and in this video we're going to take a look at the Founder Duke Island Castle. So hide your wife and kids because this building is obscene. 3 floors, 15 rooms, roof access. This house is so big it should be illegal. Now this is a Founder exclusive reward, so if you pledged prior to May 20th, 2013 at Duke level, you're going to get this island castle. Now, you've heard me talk about Founder rewards before, and if you came in after the May 20th, 2013 cutoff, you'd be a Benefactor, so you would not be getting this. But a lot has changed since the last time I did these videos, and you know, a lot of promises were made during the Kickstarter project, and there were some perhaps unintended side effects or consequences. And long story short, I won't go into it here, but you can still become a Founder up until April 7th, 2014. So April 7th, 2014, you can still become a Founder. You know, if you just pledge straight out by yourself, you'll be a Benefactor. There's kind of like a backdoor way to becoming a Founder. Totally legit. I will link to how you can do that in the description below. But if Founder status is something that you covet, know that you can still do it. There is a way, and not only will you be able to achieve Founder status, but you will be able to come in at a discounted rate if you so choose to go that path. Lastly, if you've already pledged and you came in as a Benefactor because you missed that earlier deadline and you're like, damn Skippy, I'd like to be a Founder too, you can also be grandfathered in through this process. Alright, so we're on the first floor of the island castle, and as you can see, it's just got a huge footprint. Keep in mind that this is on a waterfront lot, which is supposed to attach to your main lot. Now, I think one of the reasons why this house is so big, and in fact I'd say comparable if not larger than the Lord of the Manor home, is because we're comparing an island property which doesn't get a lot of land, and we don't get to see that here because I don't think this property, as it's shown in pre-alpha release 2, is on a proper island lot. I mean, this building is on the island lot, but it does connect to another land lot, and I believe that land lot is going to be smaller than the you know, your normal land lots that don't have water access. So essentially there'll be some trade-offs between water lots and land lots, and we'll have a better understanding of that as the program progresses. What we do know for certain is that if your property comes with a basement, you're going to be able to have access to it, whether you take a traditional land lot or a waterfront lot. Now, I'm currently wandering the second floor, and I count 5 rooms on the second floor. In fact, each floor has 5 rooms. There's typically a main center room, and then in each corner there are smaller either bedrooms or dining areas, studies, or trophy rooms. Now here's the central area that every floor seems to have that I was referring to, and I love how open and spacious it is, and that you have plenty of options when it comes to decorating. I also love, I can't get over how cool it is to be able to look through the windows, and I love how they kind of made the windows look like a little foggy or dirty. You know, not just a clean pane of glass. I mean, you wouldn't expect that, especially with an oceanfront type property. And here's another larger room. There's no door to it. And here's one opposing that is equal in size and shape. So there's a lot of symmetry in this particular home, and that's not a bad thing because, you know, you're going to decorate them uniquely. You know, each room will be decorated uniquely and have its own function. So now we're on to the third floor. We got some covered tapestry on the wall there. You have a room, and notice that center area that I was referring to is actually divided here by the staircase, and we'll get a better look at that in a minute. But here's one of the bedrooms up here, which is really cool if you can get a bunch of people to pitch in, and you know, you can each have your own room. But yeah, so that center area is divided by a wall on the third floor, and there's a reason for that, and that's because on the opposite side of that wall is a stairway leading up to the roof, which is pretty cool. Here's a nice large enclosed room, which they have some crafting tables set up in. You can make this your armory if you like. Maybe house multiple people in your guild. And here's a twin to that other room. Again, they have some crafting stations up here, just so you can get a feel for how big it is. I mean, you got 2 crafting stations in here, and there's still plenty of room, so it's a nice large space. Heading back out to the main landing of the 3rd floor, now we can finally see what's on the other side of the wall. There's the stairs leading up to the roof, and then there's another open area here. So that's kind of cool. On this floor you have 2 open areas because of the way the stairs and that center wall divide the room. Now behind this door we have another bedroom, which matches the one on the other side of this building. And let's head up now to the roof, passing again through this little meeting room and taking the 3rd flight of stairs up to the roof, which happens to be enclosed. There's an enclosed portion of the roof here, which is cool. It's currently set up as a bit of a trophy room. And here's another look, standing about halfway into this space, and there's the door that leads outside to the actual roof. And here's the roof. It's a magnificent roof space. Number one, you are super high up. You are essentially 4 stories high. And from here you can pretty much overlook anything and everywhere because you can walk around the roof a full 360 degrees. And you can look beyond the battlements out to sea or over the city. In this case, we're in the port city of Kingsport. And if we look down, we can see a vacant lot right there. And if you weren't sure how big this house was, take a look at the Knight homes and the Viking home in the background, how tiny they are in comparison. And there you got a good look of that enclosed stairway roof. And again, this exterior is just mammoth. I mean, you could do everything and anything that your heart desires on this roof. And no one is going to be able to sneak up on you with this panoramic view that you have up here. All right, let's complete the circle and head back inside and downstairs and out of this building. I'm going to keep the camera rolling so you can get a last look of everything on the way out. The design is pretty simple. I did take a wrong turn there, but you really can't get lost in here. The stairs are fairly obvious. The room's situated nicely. And just like that, we're on the 1st floor heading out across the main bridge. As promised, there's a bridge that leads you from your island estate to the mainland. Anyway, this is the Founder Duke Island Castle. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you have questions or comments, leave them below, and I'll see you next time.